So I was upset that I had to take my shirt off.
Right.
Wow.
Which is
how
so
the tables have
crazy.
turned.
Yeah, for now.
I never have
Since
clothes
I've
on now.
seen some of your blogs, I know that you'll take your shirt off.
Linda Ward, you be sweet to me. Oh my God. Hi, friends. This is Wildly Unprepared, the show where I get to talk to the most incredible people I've never met and know absolutely nothing about. Like, literally nothing. It's all a complete mystery to me. I'm your unprepared host and new best friend, Tyler Mount. Each episode, myself and my other best friend, Ashley,
Hi, girls.
producer to the stars, aka me, gossip and kiki about life and talk to some of the most interesting people on the planet. I hope you're prepared because I'm certainly not. Ashley,
you
another
pooping?
day, another
Oh.
dollar.
Or a penny.
One
I found
single
one
penny.
today. I did find one. I might have
Did you
lost
really?
it already. Yeah. It was actually a dime, so like low-key rich.
Okay.
But I know.
Girl.
I know.
You are the only dime I see. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, Ashley.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. Thank you.
I have so much that I've been hiding from you today.
Please,
so
let's hear
much. Well,
Take it from the top.
obviously, okay, we got to take it from the top. So obviously, Ashley and I talk every single morning, but this morning she had a little girly pop slumber party plans with a coworker. Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you were in like the Hamptons?
I was in Long
Basically?
Island. No. I don't know where I was, but I think it's the opposite fork. There's two forks. It doesn't twirl spaghetti, but there's two forks.
Okay, so there are two forks. You were in one of them, but the least expensive one. I typically talk to Ashley every morning, but this morning it's different, baby. This morning we didn't get to have a conversation. So, ooh, girl, I've got a lot to share with you. Are you ready to dive in?
I'm ready. I'm
Let me
ready.
tell you about a really awful date story. Are you ready to hear?
Yeah. But is this person gunning for my job? I have to know first and foremost.
No.
Okay,
This is
I
a
just have
different
to make
person.
sure. Okay, I
It's
just have to
a
make
different
sure.
person. Yeah, that one person who was coming for your job, and I decided after we went on a date this week that like we just like talking about musicals and not mooching. So we decided that like we'll be friends, but he's not coming for your job anymore because if he's not in the family, he can't have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, thank God.
Okay.
Thank God.
So let me tell you, we went on a this is an embarrassing story. Okay,
I'm excited.
So yesterday, I go on a date. Okay, I'm very excited. Well, I guess we should back up for a second.
Wait,
I was violently ill yesterday. Okay, and I was violent.
what day is yesterday? Sorry, Tuesday.
Today's Wednesday. For all of you
Tuesday.
listening at home, we're filming this on a Wednesday. Okay, so
Wait,
yesterday.
you were violent. You were ill on Monday though, too. No.
No, I wasn't ill on Monday.
Oh,
I was ill on
okay.
Tuesday.
Okay. You're ill on Tuesday.
Which I went on this
okay. I
date
knew you
with
were ill.
the
Okay.
doctor, and I had one Mai Tai, and I don't do well with rum, and then I'm on an antibiotic. So all
But
of
do you
these
know
things
why you
combined.
got sick? Because I told you to get the chicky. What was it? I told
don't
you
know.
to get something and you didn't order it.
So I felt violently ill, but then I got myself together. I had calls, etc., and then I carried my cute ass all the way down. Not really all the way down, but all the way down to Columbus Circle. Okay. So not
Okay, so
downtown,
a
but
couple
like,
blocks.
yeah, a couple blocks. Okay.
Yeah.
And I am very excited for this date. Cutie pie. I'm sitting on this date. I'm having a great time. He's very charming, very cute. And my right eye, okay, my
God.
right eye starts like tearing up. And this isn't an emotional date. Like, I don't know what's happening. It starts tearing up. And then it starts getting harder to blink. And then
So you're winking at him?
basically. So then
Okay.
I'm wiping away something and I'm like, oh, there's like a lot of goop on my eye. So then I'm sitting, and across the next 90 minutes, upon my life, I start getting a really bad case of pink eye.
No, what?
Upon my life. So I'm sitting there, I'm goopy. After 2 drinks, he's so cute, but I'm like, I have got to go, honey. We
Is
have
this
got
first date?
Yes. Well,
Oh my
it's highly
God.
technical, but yes, it's a first date. Okay.
Oh my
So-
Lord.
So long story
And you're
short,
dripping goop on the man?
well,
Oh my
I didn't
Lord.
know I was dripping goop. He just thought I was winking. So anyway, right around the corner, there is a City MD. I take him to the train. He gets
Mhm.
on one really brief smooch. I'm actually very excited to see him again, but I had to take care of business. So
Did your
I go,
pink eye get on his eye though?
I didn't get in there. It was a quick little, right? Like,
Okay.
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 Anyway, so I walk into City MD and I'm like, I'm a happy contract, but I swear I'm getting pink eye. And she looks at me, she goes, yeah, you have pink eye. So she prescribes me little drops that I have right here.
Ooh, what are they
My,
called?
this is none other than
Flat? Oh.
afloxacin.
One of my
Anyway,
favorite eye drops.
and that's one of the great things about living in New York City. I was able to see a doctor 90 minutes after contracting pink eye. I had drops in my eye 2 hours after I started contracting it. And honey, is my eye red? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Because guess what? In 3 hours, I'm not even contagious anymore because it's only 24 hours after you put in your first drops. So that was yesterday when I went on a date and contracted pink eye. Not even
I
from
love
doing anything
that.
fun, just sitting.
And only in New York City can you contract pink eye just walking down the street.
I mean, dead ass. So, look, that was my day. Pink eye. I am contagious. I do have the plague. I can't go out. I can't see anyone. I didn't get to go to the gym today.
Oh my God, that's so hard. Why didn't you run?
Okay, so I asked last night and she said that if I do a lot of sweating, it could transfer to the other eye. So she said, just for Tyler, for one day, don't go work out. And I said,
no, you really
okay.
should take a rest day. We've been talking about this for a while.
I know. Well, I did take a rest day. So
Thank God.
that's my day. Did you go on a hot pink eye date last night?
No, I had a slumber party. I feel like you're not listening to me.
I am listening. But anyway, that's what I've been dealing with today. I woke up this morning and y'all.
Goopy.
Have you had pink eye?
When I was little. Actually, one time I think I faked pink eye, to be honest, because I was trying to get out of a science test in the 6th grade. And it was actually this was my teacher's name, Dr. Sinecrope's science class, Sear Sinecrope, because I think Dr. Sinecrope was the principal. Anyway, there's a really hard science test and had something to do with like building things and like engineering and like bridges and stuff. And everyone who took it the period before me is like talking about how hard this test is. And I wasn't good at like studying. Like I was a fake it till you make it in school. Like people thought I was smart, but I literally don't remember cracking a book, to be honest.
Same.
And I
Never
remember
did.
just rubbing my eye so hard for the first half of the day. I had it after lunch. I went to the doctor. I got my left eye, like slightly pink interior. I went to the nurse's office. They just saw it was pink. They're like, yeah, you have to go home. So then I go to hers. I'm like really getting in there, really irritating it. So she sees it because she has doctor in front of her name. I don't want her to call me out. And she was like, ooh, yeah, bummer. You think you could take this tomorrow? I was like, yes. And then I asked all my friends for like, oh, what was on the test? Oh, what'd you get for number 6? And I want to say I aced it. I have no idea though.
You want to say you aced it.
But that was my only time having pink eye. And I don't remember if like I had it and just got like somehow manifesting, got lucky, or I just like kept rubbing my eye and gave myself an irritated eye and went to the doctor for that.
Probably, I'm going to be honest, knowing you, it's probably that. But,
I know. I just can't remember like the doctor being like, you don't have pink eye. Because like, mind you, my mom would have had to get called out of work in the middle of the day as a single parent, drive 30, 40 minutes to come pick me up from school because I was a contagious kid. Like they wanted me out of the school.
Of course.
So I feel like if she went to a doctor and they were like, you do not have pink eye, there would have been hell to pay. Like, sorry, mom, it was just really itchy. But I think I
was
told her why I
really
did
itchy.
it.
Well, I guess you could say that it was like allergies. Like,
yeah,
you don't know the difference between pink eye and allergies. You're a baby.
Yeah.
Wait.
And I was even littler then.
I guess that's true. Wait, you were even littler than you being a baby today. Wait, you it was about like bridges?
Yeah.
And you randomly aced it because you went home and studied
no, I don't
and
think
also
I
cheated?
aced it. I think I cheated.
Oh, you literally just said, I think I aced it.
As in like, I didn't deaced it. I definitely got an A or a B.
I love it. Ugh. I love. Well, that is Dating 101 in New York City. Another day.
And
another
Bridges
pink eye
101,
story.
if you think about it.
I guess it is Bridges 101. There are a lot of
And
bridges
pink
in New
eye
York.
101.
Ugh, conjunctivitis. There's bacterial and viral conjunctivitis. If you have to
And
get
it's
pink
so
eye, you want
crazy.
bacterial. You want bacterial because it goes away in 24 hours.
Wait,
if you have
sorry, I wasn't
viral-
listening. Okay, yeah. I was like, what's the other one?
Viral. And
Okay, yeah.
that is contagious for up to 2 weeks. Could you imagine? No. All of you hosts would have it because I'm not sitting in this
Oh my God,
house. I
you
did
not
COVID.
working out for 2 weeks, you'd be a nightmare.
I would be a ogre nightmare.
You would be telling me you were fat every day when you'd literally like lost weight. What
Yeah.
did I tell you when
Body
you feel fat.
dysmorphia is real.
No, I said count your abs to me, and you counted to 6. You counted 6 of them. You can't be fat
Let's
and have 6
go.
abs.
But that was yesterday. That's not today. So with that in mind, it's another day and it's another time for me to be wildly unprepared. So I hear we have a guest because that's the concept of the show. Who do we have today, Ashley?
Oh, I forgot to get one. No, crazily enough, we're meeting with a conjunctivitis specialist today.
Oh my God. Could you imagine you brought on my
You
date
wouldn't
from last night and he
believe.
has double pink eye? Oh my God.
Oh my
so
God.
embarrassing.
No, okay.
Okay,
you
tell me
ready
who we
for
have
your
tonight. Let me
clues?
guess.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Let's go.
Okay. This one it's new. So I kind of want to do all 3 clues at once. But
Okay.
like if you start ruminating with a couple, like you could ad lib a little, but don't start like fully guessing because you might get this one very easy because
Okay.
Okay.
Your clues are it's a doctor. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay, I'm ready.
it's a pink eye specialist. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Let's play a game of hangman next time to guess it. Okay. Sorry.
That's probably
Okay.
easier.
Clue
Okay.
number 1. You have personally eaten dinner with this person and a member of their family. Okay. See how it's a little different? You know them. Okay.
Okay.
This person is a huge reason that you're able to do your job today, including making PowerPoints, web pages, all of that good stuff.
Okay.
Last clue. This person was around for some of your earliest performances.
It's not a family member?
No.
It's not
You
a family
played
member.
the king in King Midas.
Wait. Wait.
Okay, I'll give you more. She's probably one of the only people who thinks that you are gifted and talented.
I know who this is,
Just
and I'm going to
kidding.
cry.
Okay. Okay, hit me with it.
I
Oh
can't.
my God.
Is this Linda Ward, my gifted
It
and talented
is.
teacher
It
from
is.
elementary school? Oh, that
It
makes
sure
me want to
is.
die. Oh my God, really?
Yeah, swear to God.
Wait, Linda Ward, my
Yeah, and also
kindergarten,
shout out.
first, second, third grade,
Yep.
fourth grade teacher.
Okay, end of kindergarten, because shout out to your dad. He gave us a lot of info so that I could come up with some clues.
Okay.
But yeah, let's not get the story twisted. You were only gifted at the end of kindergarten. Please.
Wait, Linda Ward is here? I'm going to cry.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, do you need a minute?
She's here?
Yeah, she's about to open the door to your apartment.
Could you imagine?
Okay, no, she is here. She is here.
Okay, well, let's go down memory lane and let's let Linda Ward in. Oh,
Perfect.
Linda Ward, my heart. Oh my God, I want to cry.
No.
Oh my gosh, I feel like that episode of Oprah when her elementary school teacher surprises her. Linda Ward, I really have no idea who my guest is going to be, and what an honor for you to be here. Thank you for being here. It means the world to me.
It's definitely my pleasure, and I'm so proud of all your successes.
Oh, I love you. Oh, stop. Okay. I can't call you Linda. You will always be Miss Ward to me. So, Miss Ward, will you give the viewers a quick backstory on how we met, how our paths cross, and the relationship we built many, many, many years ago?
Yes, I will. I was teaching at Montgomery Elementary, a little school, a little town about 40 miles north of Houston. And I was teaching a half a day program for gifted and talented children in kindergarten, first, second, and third grade, as it turned out. We just started with the kindergarten group. And Tyler was one of those children who was selected to be in that class. And he was a little ball of dynamite in
Ooh.
1995.
I can imagine that.
Oh my gosh, that I am I have met all of my biggest idols, right? I am never speechless or taken aback. I am floored that you are here. So that is your memory, and that is obviously accurate. I, to this day, could walk you through the elementary school and show you my kindergarten classroom. I could walk to Miss Ward's class right now in that school if it even still exists. But Miss Ward is being accurate, but very, very, very polite. She overlooked the fact that she had probably one of, if not the most, I'll say the greatest impacts on my life. Like, I am sitting here today doing this podcast, a business owner, a theatrical producer, someone who loves the arts and theater because of Linda Ward, right? And like that is 100% the truth. I owe you the biggest thank you. And I think that's where we start, right? I can trace back my love of theater, my love of Broadway to your classroom. Okay. And so I assume you remember because I certainly do. Can you walk people through like what the curriculum was in Gifted and Talented and like what you really focused on as a teacher with your students?
Well, we sort of we had a little leeway to make our own way, which we did. Um, I would size up the students for a little bit and see what I thought would work. And doing plays seemed to work. And I well remember our first one. I think I remember this right. And it was The Postman.
Tell
And
me about the postman.
Tyler was the postman, and he had his sack of mail. And the other 7 or 8 children were scattered around the classroom. That was supposed to be their house. And he was delivering holiday cards to each of the houses. And he was excellent. He put the other children at ease. He always knew all of his parts, plus all of their parts, and could give them hints and guide them to do better. So that was a little short one to get going with. And then we moved up to King Midas.
Hmm.
Well, that was a new story to the first graders and kindergartners. So uh, they're learning a lot of language arts things. We integrated writing, reading, acting, speaking. Once again, Tyler played the lead role. But the interesting thing is, everybody wanted him to. He wanted to. I wanted him to. The class wanted him to. We were all happy with that arrangement.
Those are my type of people, Miss Ward. I was a fan favorite, Ashley. Let's not forget. You know this about me.
I mean,
was
I'm
a
not
fan favorite.
surprised.
I mean, like, I forget about the postman, but I remember that now. We have it on VHS somewhere of me like going to these, like these different people's houses. But I remember King Midas. Miss Ward got some gold wrapping paper, and when I turned people gold, we just kind of put like gold wrapping paper on top of them. It was high production value, magnificent.
This really did shape your whole life. I could see it because I'm like, as kindergarten Tyler, to just be able to command a room, it just really set the tone for the rest of your life. You're like, and you will do this, and you will do this, and I will be the king.
Yes.
I love it.
We just had so much fun. Obviously, it was the envy of all the other classrooms because they thought all we did was play. Well, we were playing, but we were learning every day of the way. So we hit a little bump when we got to Pecos Bill.
Oh, we hit a bump. I was Pecos Bill, though. Let's not
He
forget.
was Pecos
Oh,
Bill.
no,
Of course
Tyler.
he was Pecos Bill.
Okay.
What'd you do?
What was
Everything
the
is
bump?
going along great until Pecos Bill is found in the desert naked.
Okay.
Did you get naked?
And I suggested that Tyler take his shirt off to play naked Pecos Bill. And
Okay.
he really had some pushback on that, but I pushed a little harder. And so he said he would. But the next morning before we did the play for other classes, his mother called and said, Tyler really, really doesn't want to take his shirt off.
Oh my God, Tyler.
I do not recall this, but I am sweating.
I'm like, can we call your mom to be like, what was the combo at the dinner table that night?
I do not, I remember Pecos Bill. Okay. So I was upset that I had to take my shirt off.
Right.
Wow.
Which is
how
so
the tables have
crazy. Yeah,
turned.
for now.
I never have
Since
clothes on
I've
now.
seen some of your blogs, I know that you'll take your shirt off.
Linda Ward, you be sweet to me. Yeah, I have no problem.
That was sweet.
I know. I have no problem today. That seems like very much unlike me, but I'm taking your word for it. And Yvonne, my mom, would absolutely probably side with you because I doubt you're making up this fictitious story. So how were the reviews of Pecos Bill? Was I was I a
You were
bona fide
perfect,
star? Oh my god.
as always. You got right into
Perfect.
character, you projected, you had everybody's eye right on you.
Yes, thank you.
Classic. What would
I
we
get
say
go
was
ahead.
Tyler's best role that you remember? Like, what was he left that classroom? I think you said you were there kindergarten through third, right? Gifted and talented. So,
Always
what was
gifted
his
and
best
talented, but just
role?
with Miss Ward
Yeah.
with third
Well,
grade. Let's
yeah.
not get it twisted.
I just
True.
really don't know. What do you remember as your crowning glory moment?
My
Yeah. Come
We
crowning
on.
did
glory.
a lot more plays than I could remember.
Okay, so I obviously remember King Midas. I remember Pecos Bill. Oh, wow. I do remember one of the crown jewels is me playing the troll in Three Billy Goats Gruff. And she brought me this big ratty wig. I remember that. So fun. And then I would say I was really peaking and maturing in my acting career because now I was in third grade, right? I'd gotten a few big Broadway productions under my belt at Montgomery Elementary School. And the last show that Miss Ward and our class did together, I believe, was a show called The Trial of the Big Bad Wolf.
Yes.
Who did you play?
Yes, the
The
title
wolf.
character.
The
I
wolf.
was the big bad
And you
wolf.
should have heard him defending himself.
Oh, Lord.
Let me tell you. I mean, Miss Ward, I get asked all the time, like, how do you have so much confidence? And I'm like, it's because of people like you. You were like, oh, Tyler, Tyler is perfect. You just keep going. You just keep going. And you and my parents have created a monster. But if anyone has a problem with my confidence, I need to send them to you. Correct?
There you go. There you go.
Uh,
That's
we
certainly the case.
we did have a lot of fun. We
Oh
really
my
did
gosh. Some of the
over the
best
years.
times of my life, and I was just glad I didn't have to be in the normal class, like doing whatever they did. We still like learned. I still had to learn math and like multiplication, but like we would break and practice our lines for the trial of the big bad wolf and make costumes.
Turn our classroom into a theater and make room for more classes to come and watch us perform.
That is correct. I love that. Ashley, I'm curious for you. You obviously didn't know baby Tyler, but you probably wish you did. What questions do you have for someone who unbiasedly knows me intimately as a child far better than I could probably remember?
No, I have a million questions.
Okay,
So
you
let's
you
just,
go. This
I'm
is your
taking
time.
over the show now.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's just take this back to how did we know Tyler was gifted and talented? Like, what was he doing that made
Yeah,
you
like how
say,
do you even get
get,
identified for
get
this
this
program?
boy in my classroom?
Well, I'll tell you, there was no doubt.
I mean, I'm not surprised by it.
He had most of the things that you look for in gifted children. Um,
Like
Advanced intellectual ability,
Okay.
me,
curiosity,
me,
um, creative thinking,
huh?
leadership,
Me.
um, visual and performing arts are actually a real criteria also.
Mm, nailed that.
Curiosity.
I'm like, knowing you as an adult, you nail these out of the park.
Well,
So this makes sense.
Miss Ward, you said that I had most characteristics, and I'm kind of offended. What characteristics did I not have?
I can't really think of any you didn't
Thank
have.
you. Thank you. That's the right answer.
Okay,
Okay.
what was like the worst thing Tyler ever did in the classroom? Like he was having an off day,
I
he
was
wasn't
probably naughty
commanding
a
the
lot.
room, like maybe he wasn't in his role correctly, he threw a tantrum.
Do you know
'Cause
what? He always wanted to please me. I don't remember him having any bad days.
oh, Tyler,
Can
look
you
at
believe that
you.
I was a people pleaser and a teacher's pet? I was
I was
like,
gonna say
whatever you
teacher's
need.
pet. Just kidding. I was the same.
I do remember. Okay, I do remember this. I would. The only time I'd ever get in trouble in school is for talking. Can you believe it?
Of
This word.
course.
I always had to have my seats moved eventually the older I got because it got less cute. Okay. But I do remember very vividly there was a I guess like a trend. Maybe they still do this. I don't know. But I specifically remember in third grade, we would all think it was really cool to sharpen our wooden pencils as small as you could get them. Like I'm talking about 1 inch. It was so cool to have the smallest pencil.
Sort of remember that.
Okay. And I remember going up to the electric sharpener and putting the pencil in all the way, and then it got stuck. So then the sharpener wouldn't turn off, right? And then I couldn't get it out. And so then I unplug it and I'm panicking, right? Because this is like a suspendable, moment for baby perfect Tyler, right? And so I go up to Miss Ward and I am not well. Okay, like I'm crying. And she's like, "Oh my God, honey, did your finger get stuck in it?" And I instantly go,
You're like, yep.
"Yes. Yes, it did."
Oh, poor thing.
I know. But I mean, like that is the type of student I was and still are. I remember she would always get on me for mispronouncing words, right? I would make up a lot of words. I would say a lots, ALOTS. I have a lots of candy, and she would always get on me. Tyler, a lots is not a word, and I know how to spell a lot because you would always put it as one word. And guess what, Linda Ward? It's not one word.
Gee, did I make a mistake?
No, it's two. No, you
That
didn't
have
make a
happened?
mistake. You continue to remind me, right? I know how to spell a lot because of Linda Ward. Ashley, what else do you have for Miss Ward?
Ooh, what was the most memorable thing Tyler did? Anything stick out?
Well, let me tell you one thing before that, and then I'll go to
Ooh,
one of the most memorable. We had a living museum of famous Americans,
boy.
and he chose Thomas Jefferson. Do you remember that?
I do. Monticello. He lives in Monticello.
Monticello.
Hmm.
Absolutely. And so the children lined up down the hall with their prop pictures, whatever prop they wanted of their hero. And as people stopped in front of them, it was like a wax museum. And so they gave their little 2 or 3 or 4 minute spiel to their audience. But I think his crowning glory was when schools started using technology more, and the district sponsored a web page contest.
Mm,
So,
Oh,
of
yes.
course, everybody in our class made a web page. Well, Tyler had a real head start because his dad was good with a computer. So
oh,
Yes, he
drag 'em
was.
out.
he
Nepotism.
always
That's
helped
called
me.
nepotism.
He always helped me be the teacher when it came to technology.
Hmm.
But anyway, everybody in the class had to make a web page, and quite a bit of written work to substantiate whatever they put. And we took our show on the road that year.
Mm.
We went to the state convention of the gifted and talented teachers of Texas in downtown Houston at the
George R. Brown Convention
George R.
Center.
Brown Convention Center.
Yes, ma'am, we did.
And we had a large room full of gifted and talented teachers watching these children explain their parts. I remember one poor little girl I knew the day before it was going to be dreadful, and it was in her case. But we just lived through it, and we smiled and nodded through it.
Yes,
But
we did.
Tyler's was outstanding to the point that for a very long time, teachers were contacting me, asking me about him and asking me about his work.
Wow.
I'm a star. And Ashley, guess what my website was about?
Oprah.
Ugh, close. No, I didn't know Oprah at the time.
Horses.
No, not horses either. The top. Wait, it was about the 4 most populous cities in the United States, leading with New York. So that is the year that I became obsessed with living in New York City.
Oh my God.
I
That's
remember
amazing.
it to this day, and I remember, oh gosh, whenever you got like I'll say like a reward or free time in gifted and talented, it wasn't to go play recess. It was like you got 10 additional minutes getting on the online encyclopedia. Like that was my type of fun. And so I remember having to get on the online encyclopedia and type in New York and print it off. And I remember bringing these pieces of paper home to my dad, and I got to use a highlighter and highlight important
The
facts. And then
best.
we typed it onto our little our website. And boy, did I won a contest that year. And I remember
Wow.
I got I don't know, $100, y'all. And I thought that money was gonna
Oh,
I thought
Wait.
I thought that money was gonna bring me through college, y'all.
I was gonna say
It
that's
didn't.
retirement. At second grade, that is retiring money.
Third
Like
grade. I was
third grade. Okay. So you can
appreciation.
retire on that in third grade.
Yeah, that's true. So it was wild. And that is where I found a love of technology and computers and PowerPoint that I'm still using today. Linda Ward, I'm a nerd, but I'm like, I want to show you the PowerPoints we create today here at my company.
it would be unbelievable.
You would be absolutely gobsmacked, shocked. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Miss Ward, you have to now tell me, because the last time I was in your class was obviously in third grade, which was, God, 1998, 99-ish, right? And I remember, I mean, Miss Ward was the only teacher in my entire career I had for 3 years. Well, actually, like 3.5, right?
Mhm.
And so I basically had her for nearly 4 years, right? She was like
It was like
such
a relative.
right, absolutely. She was such an impactful and profound um I'll say like person and friend in my life, right? And then obviously as we do in life, we go and we grow older and we go to junior high and high school and then we go to college. And I remember there was an announcement in the district that you were retiring. And I obviously wrote you a long email about the impact that you had on me and my baby career at the time. Little did I know where I would continue to go. But what have you been doing post Tyler in your class? Obviously continuing to teach and now retirement. Tell me what gifted and talented has led you to in retirement, and how are you spending your time?
Well, I taught until 2012,
Wow.
and my husband and I both retired that year. And, we didn't really have a retirement plan exactly, and then he took a job that took him to Trinidad for about 6 months, and I went with him a little bit, but, I had so little freedom there. I couldn't drive, was under total lock and key all the time, so I decided I would come on home. And when he finished with that, his mother and daddy passed away, and we started coming up to their house on Toledo Bend Lake, which is
Mm,
where I now live. And after a year or so of that, we decided to sell our house in Montgomery, Texas, and move up here full time. And we loved every bit of it. But 6 years ago, my husband got leukemia and died.
mm,
So my life changed pretty much. Now, I guess I would have to say I'm a club lady.
mm.
The bridge
Ooh.
club, 2 book clubs, a dinner
Love.
club, dominoes, Scrabble, and I love all the New York Times puzzles.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
have,
we
uh,
love. I do
I have
them every day.
3 friends that share their results back and forth every morning. Of course, if I'm still up at midnight, I work mine then.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. What a life you have lived and what a life you continue to live. I'm gonna be honest, Miss Ward, the life you live today sounds pretty fantastic. I wanna not work and go to clubs all day
I
and
know.
do
I'm
my
like,
New
tell
York
me more
Times
about dinner club, please.
at like
Okay, well,
yeah, tell me.
there's probably about, I don't know, 50 or 60 people in it. Lots of couples, but also lots of people in my place that have lost their mate, so, it doesn't really matter. We have a resort here, Cypress Bend Resort. It's a very
Okay.
nice hotel, golf course, whole 9 yards, so we hold a lot of our things there. Um, Girls' night out, we hold in the, um, let's see, what can I call it if I don't call it the bar?
Well, it's the bar,
It's the
babe.
bar,
We're
yeah.
allowed to go
We
to the
hold that
Girls'
in
bar.
the
night out could
bar.
be at the
Yeah.
bar.
Yes.
The dinner club, we hold in the ballroom there, and, It's just a really good place
Yeah, that does sound magical.
because I do live in, well, I actually live in the town of Zwally, which is
Okay. Where's
very
that?
small. Um, well, if you look at Toledo Bend Lake, it separates Texas and Louisiana,
Okay.
and you'll find Manny, Many, like Minnie, and Zwally on there, and so they're sort of you don't hardly know when you leave one and go to the next. It's all just sort of right together, and they're small places. But since I've been here since whatever year I said, I've had
2013
I've
ish.
had time to make a lot of friends.
Well, who wouldn't want to be friends with Linda Ward?
Well, that's a sweet thing.
Like, that's the truth. Miss Ward, I do my New York Times puzzles every day. So I would love to give you a friendly reminder that every time you're doing your crossword puzzle or you're doing your connections or you're doing your Wordle, I want you to remember that people like me are doing them with you. And I, I've said this for a long time. This is no secret. And I don't know if you agree with me, but you should agree with me, Miss Ward. Teachers are the most underpaid, underappreciated people on earth, and they have tremendous impact. And the impact that they have make vast, vast ripples in this world, right? The people that I have been able to positively impact are a direct result of you positively impacting me. And I've been able to live a life that baby Tyler in small town Texas could have only dared to dream of. And that is a direct result of my parents, sure, but that is a direct result of educators like you. And I can name them
Well,
on one
thank you
hand.
so much.
Um, and yeah, I am just so beyond grateful for what you saw in me. I'm so beyond grateful for your kindness and generosity during that time and after that time. Um, and even though our paths naturally as educator and student typically, divert from each other, I want you to know that I am an embodiment of you. My career is an embodiment of you. And I am just very, very, very lucky to, out of everyone on earth, have gotten to have Miss Linda Ward as my teacher.
Well, that's very, very sweet of you.
It's also the truth. So if it's sweet, sure. But I think that teachers don't hear that enough. But I am just one of certainly hundreds, if not thousands, of students that you have had an impact on, um, times every educator on earth. Educators oftentimes don't realize the vast impact they have in shaping the way that a small human thinks about themselves or interacts with the world the rest of their lives. So I owe you a big thank you for that. And I am who I am today, in many parts because of you.
Well, that I love hearing that, of course. I also remember uh, going to watch you in the Houston Children's Choir down at
Mm.
Rice University.
Yes. Um, uh, I always found a love of the arts. And so after Gifted and Talented in junior high, middle school, junior high, I joined the Houston Children's Chorus and we had concerts in downtown Houston, and boy was it fun. And I always had people um like Miss Ward show up because to her, um, I always felt like it it didn't feel like her job to be an educator. It felt like her passion and her calling. And she was never just taking an interest in me because she was, you know, it, it's interesting because I never felt like she was doing it because she was required to and it was her job. It was because she genuinely cared. And that was obviously clearly the case throughout our life together.
And Stacy, my daughter, and I still remember meeting you in New York. I
Oh,
think that
yes.
was in 2019.
Yes, I remember. I remember. So fun. And I haven't really been able to hug you or squeeze you since, I don't think. Pre-COVID, right?
Oh. Wait to see Hades Town.
Yes. The
Incredible.
little show that could. That's a result of people like Linda Ward. Ashley, close us out. Do you have one final question for the person who started it all?
Oh my God, yeah. But this, I'm gonna tell you, no one else in the gifted and talented program is gonna hear this, Miss Ward. But tell us the truth. Was Tyler your favorite student?
Well, he would have to be right up there at the top.
I knew it. I knew it. How
That's
could he
better
not
than a
be?
Tony.
I had so few students that were that cooperative, involved, having a good time. And I didn't ever think, I never got the feeling that you had to be all serious at teaching and in school. You know, you're allowed to laugh and have a good time.
And
And
clearly it
boy,
works.
boy, did we. Whatever curriculum you taught, you have a good case study, Linda Ward.
Truly.
Miss Ward, again, thank you for all that you did in my life. Thank you for being such a good sport and being here with us today. You certainly made my day, my week, my month, hell, my year. And I'm just so thankful for you being here. Know that I think about you often. Like I said, my career is an embodiment in who you are. And every day when we're doing our New York Times crossword puzzle, okay, you think about me because
I will.
Tyler's across the country doing it with you. Okay, babe?
Okay. I
Okay.
enjoyed this.
Good to see you. Thanks for being a guest. We'll see you soon, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye. I could absolutely die, Ashley. You are good, but that could be maybe the most profound guest you ever book.
I mean, that's what we're here to do.
Wow.
Also, like, to be fair for everyone, and I didn't want to say this in front of her in case, not that it would embarrass her, but I didn't want to bring the convo to a stop. But like, I, knowing you for what, a decade, have heard about Linda Ward. Like, I have heard about that teacher. And that, like, nothing you said was made up. Like, you weren't just gassing her up. Like, I've heard about her from you. I've heard about her from your parents. Like, truly had an impact on your life.
I love this woman. And I'm going to be honest. If you can't tell, I'm like kind of sweating.
Yeah, no, we can.
Go kill yourself. I started dripping with sweat while she was talking, thinking about, oh my God, I was talking about smooching boys and going on dates with pink eye. And she's going to listen to this episode.
Well, she said she sees you shirtless all the time. I'm shocked that you were shy to do that. Maybe she
Isn't
helped
that
you
wild?
break
I
through
do
that,
not
though.
remember that.
No, but another impact. She helped you break down that barrier.
I cannot. I'm like, do we really just call Yvonne real quick?
You can.
Yeah, let's just see what Yvonne has to say real quick, because I'm very curious because I do not remember this. We'll see.
Hello?
Mom. Hey, what's up, Yvonne? You're on the podcast live. Okay.
Oh, I am?
Yes, you are. Okay, quick question for you. So you may or may not know, I assume you did because you probably schemed. We just filmed a podcast episode with the one, the only Linda Ward.
Right.
Oh, you kept that secret from me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I love you for that. She tells this story that I was really like modest and wouldn't take my shirt off and Pecos Bill, which I can't imagine is true. And then she told me that you called her the day of the play and was like, he doesn't want to take his shirt off.
Oh, no, I don't remember if we called her, but I remember you being modest. Yeah, so that's probably true.
I was a modest little boy. Okay, I don't remember that, but okay, very, very interesting. Okay, we just needed to fact check. I trust her judgment over mine. But that's all I needed from you. But I love you very much, and I hope you have a good night, okay? Okay, love you, bye. Oh my God, we love Yvonne.
Wait, also, one question I needed to ask that whole time, but again, I couldn't ask it in front of her. Was she there for my favorite moment in baby Tyler history of the rodeo?
Yes.
She's the one who oh my God, I knew it.
She is the one that selected me to be on the news and then in front of all of Texas say they pooped all over the place on the news.
Literally my favorite thing that's ever happened on the internet.
Right. By the way, that's a hard launch of Yvonne on the podcast. We love Yvonne.
What a
Yvonne,
dream.
how would you describe Yvonne? Yvonne
Angelic.
is angelic.
Sweet.
Absolutely. God's gift to the world. She is the kindest, sweetest, most innocent woman in the entire world.
Yes.
And one of my favorite things about her, Ashley, is the fact that she just got a cell phone. Like, she got a cell phone like 2 years ago, a year ago.
Well, she's
And
crushing it.
girl, she is crushing it. And guess what? She just learned how to text. Now, she learned how to text like, a couple of years ago, but she sends me the most beautifully unhinged texts that I have ever received. And I pulled some up, and I think I want to do a few live readings.
Lay it on us.
1 second. We can cut this out, right?
No, this has to go in.
I know.
Awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence.
So let me give you the context really, really, really quickly, okay? We have a place in upstate New York. You obviously know this, Ashley. And my parents go visit for like months at a time. And there's a hedgehog or a groundhog that lives under the deck. It's like in the mountains, okay? And my dad is obsessed with catching this groundhog and getting rid of it. And my mom is like so depressed because she feels like, I guess, she's Snow White and these are her creatures. And so she literally texted me. Okay, this was right before we left for Africa. Okay, she goes, "I'm gonna do my best Yvonne impression." She goes, "So far, the groundhog has outsmarted Dad. I feel sorry for the groundhog. I told Dad that he should just leave him alone. I don't think the groundhog is hurting anything. He has become my friend. I found me a pair of boots small enough for the safari. I am ready. Jeff and Fawn, my aunt and uncle, loved the house. They wanted to know how you found it. Dad said your realtor found it for you. Dad has caught the groundhog. I am so sad. He is going to release it. Don't tell Dad that I said this, but I hope he finds his way back home. Love you." If that is not the most pure woman in the entire world,
literally,
that needs to be protected at all costs, I don't know what is.
At all costs.
Oh, my God. Ashley, on that note, I feel like you shot me out of the cannon. Like,
that's what I'm here to do.
This was a good episode. Linda Ward has me sweating. Ashley, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. We love Linda Ward, and we love all that she's done. Just like I love all that you've done for me, Ashy, Angie.
Aw, thank you, Tay.
You're welcome. Any last words for our loyal follower, my mom?
Oh,
Who's
I
gonna
thought it was
text
my
me that
mom
she didn't
today.
like
She might
that-
not.
No,
Yeah,
probably
she
not.
might.
I will receive a text from my mom saying she heard this episode and she didn't like that I shared that text. But
Oh
I'll
my
deal with the
God, don't
consequences
do
then.
that. Cut it. We'll cut it out in post.
She'll be fine. We're not going to be cutting that, unfortunately, because she's charming and it's perfect. Any last words?
I don't know. I feel very moved by this one. You know,
Yeah, I
you almost
kinda
made me
feel moved
cry
too.
multiple times.
Yeah, I was
Like,
like,
it was so
felt-
sweet. Like, shout out to the educators, you know?
Shout out to educators. Well, look, educators and you have a lot in common. I love both you and educators a lot. You and educators make the same amount of money.
I knew that
And
was
you and
coming.
educators have had a profound impact in my life. So
Wow.
I'll leave you with those words of wisdom, Ashley, and I'll remind everyone listening to join us next time on Wildly Unprepared, the show where Ashley's kind of prepared and I certainly am not. Be sure to get us where you get your podcasts, and be sure to follow me at Tyler G. Mount and Ashley at Champagne in Tacos. Love you most.
Love you most.
Love you most.
I love you the most.
Love you most. Love you most.
Love you most. Love you most. I love you the most. I love you most. I love you more than you'll ever love me. I love you the most.
Love you most.
Love you most. Love you most. I always have the last one.
Wildly Unprepared is hosted by me, Tyler Mount, and Ashley Enterbag, executive produced by Kate McGarrigle in collaboration with Henry Street Creative. Please be sure to give us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform and tell your friends that you just found their newest obsession. We love you so much, and we couldn't do this show without you. Okay, I'm nervous and I don't know how to finish this, so you should just shut this off now. Is anyone still with me? Just my mom? Okay, bye, Yvonne.